they manipulated us into one corner, held us there, tortured us, didn't offer us water. You've got women that want to go to the bathroom. This is absolutely evil.
You know, it is really scary to see them plucking off like one person at a time, and it's just like really regular looking people.
I'm here to say one main word. Scam! Scam!
Your husband just got arrested. How do you feel?
He did too? Dad? I thought it was Morgan.
No, Dad just got arrested.
Oh, sugar.
I feel really sad that the police actually created this situation.
Why are you in this line, ma'am?
I'm not sure. I don't think I've even been told why I'm arrested.
What's your crime? Do you know?
My crime? I don't think I've committed a crime because last time I checked, protesting was lawful and I was here by myself.
I'm a journalist. I'm a journalist.
Yeah, you are more.
I have at work. Don't touch me.
Move on, please.
Hey! Are you allowed to? Are you allowed to? Under arrest.
You are interfering. Move on, please.
So right now it's really nice here actually. People are gathering together, it's a really nice atmosphere, but of course we are circled, so you kind of wonder like how long until they group us together and force us to actually not socially distance, which is ironic. So, and my heart's kind of pumping because of course 2 days ago I got arrested 3 times, so there's like an emotional response going on in me that I didn't know about. So anyway, we'll see what happens. Why have you come here?
I want to witness what's happening. I've seen lots of bad things happen. As of you, I've seen you get arrested last week. I want to bear witness to what's happening, and I want to listen to what people are saying about, they're exercising their right to free assembly. And of course, I support people's right to free assembly. Of course, I've opposed these draconian restrictions on human rights that we've seen throughout the lockdown. I think if we're at 0 cases now, for 4 days in a row, if we can't get our human rights back now, when can we get them back?
I feel always proud of living in this country because I've had the freedom to be able to report on these stories and say what I want about the government, and especially as a journalist to be able to report what other people are saying. That's fundamentally important to a democratic country, and to see that happening to Australia, I just can't believe that this is the country that I live in today.
It's scary and sad, and it's like all these emotions.
My parents left these kind of things behind to come to a free country like this.
Every man's accountable for his own sins. They can't say I'm following orders. You're accountable for every decision you make.
I heard you were arrested. Were you arrested on the way here?
No.
They said you got arrested.
No, I wasn't arrested. It would have made great TV, but I wasn't arrested.
You know what the most upsetting part of that was when I heard it? I didn't capture it on camera,
Oh,
but I thought the footage would
Why
be
don't
worth
you
it.
get arrested? How about it's your turn now?
I've got protection.
It's your turn, mate.
Commonwealth issued.
Wait. I got a protection too. The Australian Constitution. Firstly, who are you?
I'm getting too well known, Monica, as your mum.
This is my mum. She's from Canada, hence the accent, by the way. Now, your husband just got arrested. How do you feel?
He did too? Dad? I thought it was Morgan.
No, Dad just got arrested.
Oh, sugar.
What was your initial reaction to the fact that he just got arrested?
Well, it's all part of the cause. We can't live in fear. We have to be ready to be arrested if that's what it takes to get the message across that this is legal, yet we're being treated like criminals. And they're trying to fill us with fear and keep us from being courageous to stand up for our rights. And I love that saying, if you don't know your rights, you don't have any. So we have to hurry up and learn them and defend them.
Are you scared?
I have my moments, but I have my rosary.
So yeah, what's this? Do you want to tell us what this is?
Well, I just prayed that in front of the police. I get on my knees, and they came forward, And they actually had compassion. They literally picked me up and put me behind the line. Lady, go away.
Yeah, but it's funny that we're actually surprised that they treated you nicely.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird that we're surprised? Shouldn't that be normal?
I know, but in this atmosphere, it's so filled with fear, you don't expect compassion.
You know, it is really scary to see them plucking off like one person at a time, and it's just like really regular looking people. It's just scary. It's just scary to see my state being treated like this. It's I actually don't know if there's a word in the vocabulary that explains how sad I am about the state of affairs in this state. And I'm telling you now, you look into these people's eyes, you look into their eyes, they're sad too. They're sad too. One by one, just regular Aussies.
I'm here to say one main word. Scam! Scam! Okay, how about lies?
If you don't move on, we're going to arrest you. I was on my knees saying the rosary, with the rosary up in the air, and they grabbed the rosary out of my hand. I was there for about 20 minutes. They ripped it out of my hand, and they just muscled me down. No, not on the ground, but they muscled me.
Anything else you'd like to say, Dad?
Well, I feel really sad that the police actually created this situation.
Now, those ones in black, they're the ones that arrest you and surround you and do all that. So what they do is it's like a diamond shape, and they come in and they grab one person at a time, and there's like, I think 7 or 8 of them. So one's got your arm, each arm, right? One's got your neck, and they pull your head into their chest, and they've got equipment on their chest, so you get hurt in the face. And then the others are literally just there to stop the cameras from seeing what's going on, because you don't need more than 3 people to control one person who's not resisting, by the way. And what they also do is they yell out, don't resist, don't resist. And while they yell out, don't resist, they give you little jabs in your ribs, right? And there's no bruising there, so they're very clever. And every time you get a jab, you naturally go to like move, so it looks like you're resisting. And so someone's just passed out here. We've got the paramedics, and you know, they're not passing out because they're sick. They're probably passing out because of the emotional trauma from being surrounded by so many police. It's something that you can't understand until it's happened to you.
It's interesting how nobody in power.
Oh, but we're media, can't we just go through?
You're well aware that you're not allowed to come past here because it's under police control. Move away, please. Sorry?
The media liaison, they said you could escort us to that side.
Yeah, can you please
that's not
escort
going
us?
to happen.
So we weren't allowed to go through to get to the other side to do journalism work. Apparently it was under police control, so we weren't allowed to walk through. I said, even if you escort me, can I please go to the other side? I'm a journalist. So we've had to walk. It's about a 10-minute walk just to get around. And also the underpass under the railway was also closed, so there was no shortcut. This was the only way, and it's like a 10-minute walk. And I've definitely felt the discrimination between journalists today. So you've got Channel 10 and Channel 7, Channel 9. They just go around and they do whatever they want. But I can't do whatever I want. Okay, so we just had to do our 10-minute walk to get to the other side because they wouldn't escort us through because we're not Channel 10. But looks like our friend here is getting processed. Is that what's going on, mate?
Yeah, that's what's going on.
Okay. What's your crime? Do you know?
What's my crime? I don't think I've committed a crime because last time I checked, protesting was lawful and I was here by myself.
Yeah, right. Actually, their boss, Cornelius, actually said it was lawful.
Oh, yes, I know. I saw that press conference. Don't worry.
Yeah. I don't know. I wonder if they did.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't
Did you see that press? Yep. What's your awareness as to what the charge here is today then? You're not sure?
Wait,
hang on.
Your legal right to ask why you're being charged.
Oh no, but what am I actually being charged for? Okay, I thought it was a very genuine question. But I saw lots of nice police officers dressed in black, and as they took people out of the crowd, they grabbed them by their necks and then arms around the back. In fact, I just saw Morgan get taken not too long ago. So
Is he in here somewhere? Is he
some.
Processing line,
I don't know if they're taking those ones to the processing line. I know they were telling those people that they were under arrest, which is also a very strange situation because there was a group of us that they said you can leave through here and get processed, but they were also coming through and starting to arrest the people that were being protested.
Why are you in this line, ma'am?
I'm not sure. I don't think I've even been told why I'm arrested. But
asked?
I haven't. Why am I being arrested?
You're not an arrest. You're going to receive a infringement notice.
An infringement notice. What for?
For not being in compliance with the Chief Health Organisers. Officers.
Is it not our
Do you want to carry on?
human
You're
right?
touching her, sir. You should be arrested too. He's actually violating the CHO's directives. Actually, all the police here are actually violating the CHO's directives. Hey, mate, you being arrested too, or you being processed?
Yeah, they're processing me right now.
Do you know what for?
Yeah, they're just saying that I'm breaching the rule of not being in groups of 10 or more.
Okay, right. How do you feel about that?
It's nice to know that they're just letting me off. Seen some people getting violently arrested. I will get fined though, but then again, I think it's nothing compared to being violently arrested.
It's funny though, because the cops are in groups of more than 10, so I wonder why that's less dangerous than us being in groups of 10.
Not really sure, to be honest.
Do you think? I wonder if they think that that's weird too.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Made us all squash together, and now they want to charge us for being in groups of more than 10. We were properly socially distancing, and now they manipulated us into one corner, held us there, tortured us, didn't offer us water. You've got women that want to go to the bathroom. This is absolutely evil, and they have no answers. They're all puppets.
Nah, they're just scared, you know. But we're in a bigger group than 10 right now. So can you get arrested more than once, or?
Good question. Ask him.
They won't tell you. Oh, hey mate, I'm a free woman. What about you?
Oh well, I was free up until about March this year.
We're going to move forward.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah. This gentleman to my left took my phone off me because I wanted to film this for my own protection, and he basically said I've got to trust him that he's got his camera, but we all know how that plays out. It's not my first rodeo.
Trust them right now in this position.
Right now.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
So how many times have you been arrested, mate?
This will be my second time, actually. Yeah, the first was actually completely arbitrary because I was within my 25 kilometres. I gave valid reasons for being out, and the police officer on camera said they didn't believe me. That was outside of Daniel Andrews' office. And,
I was there too, mate. They didn't believe me either.
They didn't believe you. Yeah, it's a strange thing when no probable cause, no reasonable suspicion. Cops gone.
You're a smart guy. You know the terms of what a policeman or woman is supposed to do. And I from what I understand, and I'm not an intellect, but I don't think they're supposed to be the judge. They're supposed to just
No.
They're supposed to enforce the law that already exists.
Exactly.
You are
I'm
interfering.
a journalist. I'm a journalist.
Yeah, you are more.
I have at work. Don't touch me.
Move on, please.
Hey. Are you allowed to? Are you allowed to? Under arrest.
You are interfering. Move on, please.
Come on.
Oh, look at this beautiful. Look at this beautiful woman. She's all matching. She's so beautiful.
Just on a day out, Just wanted to
Is this
come
the
and
first
find
time you've been
my-
arrested?
In my life, yes. But it was worth it. So
Why? What point are you trying to make?
it's time to end this. Come on. We're meant to be able to freely protest, and we were pushed into a group, which I'm assuming is why I'm getting arrested. I came here on my own.
Yep.
And so, we should be able to freely protest. That was what we were here for, and we got pushed into a corner.
Yeah, well, Cornelius actually said we were allowed to protest. I was wondering,
That's what I thought.
do you think he should be charged with incitement?
I would assume so, if you're telling people that they can freely protest and they can't.
No.
Obviously, these guys don't agree, so, here I am being arrested for it.
Yeah, I think they do agree. They just don't want to lose their jobs. But
I agree.
I've actually Tari's actually been one of my volunteers before, and I've got a new idea for you.
Oh, God.
So I've offered any policeman or woman who quits in protest, I will cover their wages for 1 year.
You know what? And we would band together for that. Yeah. I would put money toward that.
So any policemen and women listening right now, go to reignitedemocracyaustralia.com.au. There's an anonymous form there, and I will protect your name, your honour, and your respect, and all that. And I actually mean what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I think
agree.
people would.
There has to be options for them if there's people. Because if I was in the force right now, I'd be wanting to leave. But there would be I also want to live my life with my wages, and it's not easy for everybody just to up and leave. So I get that. I get that. But yeah, I think we would always support people who wanted to come forward, especially for something that's a lot bigger than just a job.
And we just need like 1 or 2 of them to do it, and we would support them, and then they'd never be out of a job because the Australian people, Victorian people, would support them 100%. So
Yeah, definitely.
thanks. Oh boy, it's been a busy day. Why have you been arrested?
Apparently I breached CHO's
Directives.
More than 10 people in a crowd, even though I was here by myself. And
How dare those
into a
how
crowd.
dare those people come close to you?
I know.
But what about here? There's about I don't know, a line of maybe 100 people here. The chose directives don't matter in this situation.
Obviously not. I obviously don't matter to the police either.
Surely the police see the hypocrisy.
Do you think?
Do you think they see?
No social distancing.
Do you think they see the hypocrisy here?
I'm sure a lot of them do.
I think so.
Seems to be.
Good luck. You're nearly at the front of the line, so that's good. So I guess this is the makeshift police station here to process people who are not listening to the chose directives, even though the police right behind me are actually not socially distancing whatsoever. Neither are any of the police here. None of them are socially distancing. So I know I've said this already a few times, but I find the hypocrisy just like blinding, you know? Every single person I can see is in violation of the chose directives. Every single one of you.
So they arrested me, they put their arms on me, they were touching me. I asked them politely not to touch me because I was not resisting. I said, yep, I'll give you my license, whatever you want. They made me turn my phone off. They would not let me live stream. I had to turn.
I don't know if that's legal.
They said if I didn't turn it off, then they would have to like arrest me. So they forced me to turn it off. So it was very intimidating. Very intimidating.
Are you intimidated?
A little bit.
Okay.
A little. I've never been arrested before. I've never broken a law before. So yeah, it is a little bit intimidating.
Is this the first time you've been arrested like this?
This is the first time I've been arrested in my whole life. I've never been arrested.
Do you feel like a criminal all of a sudden?
I do feel like a criminal. When you've got 2 really big men standing next to you, holding you against your will, it is intimidating. It's not nice. No. It's disgusting.
Do you think they enjoyed doing it, or?
Well, the 2 that I dealt with were not very friendly.
Oh.
I said to them, I'm like, guys, can you please stop touching me? Like, I'm not resisting. And they kept doing it. It wasn't until I became quite irate. And I said to them, guys, I really don't appreciate you touching me, until they finally put their hands down.
And you weren't allowed to have proof of any of that because they took their phone?
To film that. They took my phone. They said, or they didn't take my phone. They told me to put it away, or they would do it for me, basically.
I don't think they can do that.
Well, I don't know. There was cops everywhere. I wasn't willing to start an argument because I was quite upset. So when I was down there, I was not in a group bigger than 10. We all got ushered in by the police. We were all stuck. I said to them multiple times, I said, guys, are we being held against our will? Can we leave? And nobody would respond to us. And I said, guys, this is deprivation of liberty. Like, let us go. You're depriving us of our liberties. Like, we want to leave. And nobody would answer us. Nobody would answer us.
So if you look around you, absolutely every single person in this line is not following the chose directive. So I think you all should be detained and fined. Citizens' arrests. Doesn't make any sense.
Why are they holding this gentleman's arms? Like, he's not resisting.
He's not going to run.
He's not resisting.
Like, we're totally surrounded by the cops. We're not going to run.
There's a wildly deadly infectious virus going around, and we should be minimising contact at all costs, but they're holding on to him for dear life. Like, they provoke people because generally, and a lot of people have seen me interact with police, and I'm calm, I'm polite, I'm respectful, but when you've got big men putting their hands on you, it is upsetting, and you do start to lose your cool. Like, I'm not that person at all. But, you know, when they're pushing us into this little small environment, everyone gets frustrated. We're hot.
Yeah. Well, you know, I got arrested 2 days ago and I didn't think it really affected me. But then when I came here today and saw all the police, like, I started getting agitated, and I guess that's that's a response of that. Do you think you're going to have that feeling when you see cops from now on?
100%, because they weren't listening to me. They blatantly lied, which is really silly because they're wearing body cams. So I declared to them I'm within my 25-kilometre radius, I'm staying at a partner's house, and they said, no, you can take that up with the court. I said, no, I'm declaring to you right here and now, this is my circumstance. They said, no, you can take it up with the magistrate. They didn't want to know about it.
They don't like accept work permits anymore or something. It's like they don't work.
It's just disappointing. You know, they're here to protect and serve the community, and they're busy putting their arms around us, treating us like absolute criminals. And they're clogging the court system. And we've got real criminals that should be prosecuted and charged, but they're not getting charged because they're busy dealing with people like us. I've never had a criminal record. I've never been arrested, never done anything wrong in my life, and here we are.
Yeah, the real criminals are having a field day right now. I wonder what else is going around in Melbourne. It's been about 3 hours since the start of the event. I think they will be processing people for till evening, to be honest. There's hundreds and hundreds of people to be processed. And the reason they're being processed is they're getting fined for not following the chose directives, which I find really interesting because all the police in the lineup are not following the chose directives either. So the contradiction is just becoming more and more blinding as we go on. So look, there was probably about 700 protesters today, and the location was probably not that great because they were able to strategically separate protesters into 3 groups, and they were able to circle and then pick people off one by one. So I saw old ladies getting arrested, I saw old men getting arrested, I saw children being escorted out, I saw someone actually collapse from exhaustion or emotional trauma, I don't know. But it's been a really traumatic day, and I got to speak to a lot of police, and I told them that I would, if someone quits in protest, I would find a way to crowdfund their wages for the next year if they quit in protest, and they work with me to expose the fact that the police are actually enforcing a corrupt government's policies, and the Australian people won't stand for that. So hopefully someone comes forward soon. New South Wales has. If they don't do it soon, I'm not going to be able to help to fix it. Someone has to come forward in the next couple of weeks, because then the relationship between the police and the people is going to be gone. So I'll see you guys at the next event, and thanks for watching.